Today we're going to test Garage Therapy's wheel system in a different way. So you may have seen before, I did a video where I test out their wheel shampoo and used just that product as kind of a safe alternative to cleaning with traditional caustic chemicals. So this time we're going to go kind of the original route, which would be using iron oxide V3 first, which is a spray, and then following that up with wheel shampoo V2. Like I said, I really like the instructions that are coming from Garage Therapy. They always have this section that says 4 best results. Use a 0 iron oxide fallout remover in combination with wheel shampoo V2 for a more aggressive clean of the alloy wheel. Can be used to degrease tire walls, wheel arch liners, brake calipers, suspension components. It can also be used in combination with your preferred APC degreaser. We'll use this first, followed by this. This is going to be foamed on, so we will foam this on there. I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit today. I don't know that I really honestly need to do a review on the quivr foam cannon. The quivr foam cannon is the MJJC Pro V2. Like, it's the same cannon with a different logo and different colorway. MJJC made this for Josh for quivr. This happens to be a Damo's. He won it from a giveaway and it got forwarded. He lives in Canada and nobody can ship to Canada, so I have to ship everything to Canada, which is fine. And I mean, he's a good dude. He covered a lot of the Stay Strong that people have been receiving with their pad washers. We went like 50-50 on that. We both bought a bunch. So, you know, he's a pretty good dude. I like helping him out. So this is how it comes in the box. We've got the weighted ball pickup tube. There's an extra orifice in there. It's a spare part 1.1. So the 1.25 is already in here. It comes with the M22 adapter because it still has the M22 connection. There's some spare O-rings. And then inside the box, there is the bottle itself, which is right here. And the, and this. Thought about editing that out, but there are no marks. No marks. Swiss tracks. We'll assemble this real quick. When you pull this out, you'll need to install this weighted straw. So there's a straw with a ball on the end of it. I honestly would have liked to see Josh do a small variation here, you know, like maybe adjust this so they can fit some metering tips or something slightly different. The colorway is cool. This kind of, you know, baby blue, teal, aquamarine, whatever you want to call it. I think that it fits for some garages where maybe the red that MJJC traditionally uses does not. Everything seems nice and complete. Threads are good. This is full brass, so there's no stainless steel parts here. It does have a 1.25 installed. So, and like I said, we know how these work. They're a fairly decent foam cannon. So what we'll do is we will add our wheel shampoo. We've got 500 total. Right at the 500 line, so the markings look pretty accurate on this cannon, as they are on the S. And we'll be using no metering tip today, just running the dilutions that they specify. So we're at like 1 to 500, our PIR. And then we've got sprayer on the oxide. So I'll move the camera outside, we'll get the pressure washer set up, and then we'll go out and try this out. All right, so this says don't use in direct sunlight. Yeah, it smells like an iron remover, that's for sure. Wow, it's pretty thick. It's thick like Sodero is. It's like paste. I bet this is dilutable. Like mud in here and stuff. It's actually dirty. All right, so let this sit for a minute. You can see it's already bleeding like crazy. Tons and tons of red coming off of it. So that looks great. Mercedes brakes are particularly dirty. I mean, check out how dark that is. That's pretty insane. This would probably give Sodero a run for its money. Sodero is a Labra Cosmetica product that I've used before. It's easily the strongest iron remover that I've ever used, but this is super thick. It feels a lot like it. The one thing about Sodero is it smells terrible. And this doesn't smell great, but it's not at that level. All right, well, it tells you not to let it dry on the surface, and it is kind of warm out here. I'm seeing some stuff that's looking like it's starting to dry, so we're just gonna rinse this off. Gonna get it all over ourselves, which sucks. Well, that's pretty surprising. It did as a touchless, it did actually an excellent job. Holy crap, completely unexpected. All right, well, let's use the wheel shampoo anyway. Let's shampoo this. I also want to hit the wheel well, and I want to hit the tire, and we're going to use this microfiber madness brush here and see what we can do to clean up the rest of this area. MJJC S in the blue colorway, or MJJC Pro rather, in the blue colorway. All right, let me get a tire brush. I want to hit the tire with it as well. Hit the tires with our tire brush. Right, and then we're gonna try out this too. This is the tire serum, which is their tire dressing. It comes in like one of these style bottles with like a little nozzle on it. So I've got a brand new applicator here. I always try to use a brand new applicator when I'm testing a tire dressing product. And we're gonna let this dry for 15 minutes and then we'll come back and see how it looks. So we've given this the opportunity to dry. Nothing comes off on our hands. Looks good, nice matte finish. There's still a little bit here in some of these spots that maybe hasn't quite dried yet, but man, that's really nice. The big thing is that we're not getting any, like there's no sling. There's not gonna be any stuff flying off your tire when you're driving down the road. And I think the finish makes it look really nice and clean, and that's what I'm always going for. So very impressed. That worked really well. So I think these products are pretty solid. All right, so today we started off with this Zero Iron Oxide V3, and that was very surprising. Worked incredibly well. Immediately started breaking down the brake dust and other grime that was on the wheels. Basically a spray on, rinse off product. It did an excellent job. As you can see when I went over it next with the wheel shampoo, the brush didn't really do much more. Like little bits of black here and there, but honestly, this did an excellent job. I'm pretty impressed by this. This might be another one that's like worthy of keeping. I always think of like which are the best in the line, right? Sigma the other day really impressed me. This also has really impressed me. Wheel shampoo worked well. It worked well last time. I did a lower dilution this time. Last time I used a metering tip and I did a little bit more. I was closer to like 1 to 100. This time I was closer to like 1 to 500. So just different ends of the spectrum that they give you to work with. I found this worked really well. I found it worked well last time. Good lubricity, did a good job on the tires. Everything looked nice and clean. This is more of a maintenance product for wheels rather than like a deep cleaning product for wheels. You know, clean wheels on a regular basis. Tire serum worked incredibly well. I like the appearance. I like the matte finish. I actually like this little like squirt nozzle thing and not having a sprayer. I think that's really nice. It makes it easy to get it on the applicator. I'm somebody who prefers putting it on the applicator and then using the applicator to spread rather than putting it on the tires directly. I do have a little bit of a mess here, so maybe that's a downside of the applicator where you end up with a little bit on your hand, but you just kind of wipe that off. It does smell good. Tire dressing, I don't know that I necessarily care how it smells, but it does smell good. So if you end up with a little bit on your hands or whatever, it's got a nice, pleasant smell. Dried quickly, faster than the 15 minutes that they tell you to wait. Finish is really good. It's a satin matte finish, kind of what I'm looking for. They do tell you on here that if you want a deeper gloss, you can apply a second coat. So for maximum benefit, initially apply 2 coats, then regularly apply a top-up coat as required by maintenance washes. Full weather-resistant properties will not be reached until 24 hours after application. So the intent of this product is it's a tire conditioner and dressing, but it does have some protective properties to it, right? Similar to like maybe an Armor Ghost or something along those lines where it's supposed to last a little bit longer. Has some UV protection. It's a water-based formula, can be layered, satin finish, conditions, compatible with plastic trim and tires. So yeah, pretty nice. I like that quite a bit. Obviously we used the quiver in here as well. The quiver worked well. Didn't really have any issues with it. It foamed as much as I would expect for the type of product that I was using and the dilution that I was at. You know, this, like I said, looks and feels. It's got the build quality and construction of the MJJC Pro because it is the MJJC Pro. And the Pro is sitting right here. So you can see that it's the same nozzle, it's the same knob, the same, you know, everything is the same. The only real difference here is the color, where this is blue and this is black/red. And the logo, this is actually a Griot's bottle that's on here right now, but the MJJC has an MJJC logo and the Quiver has a Quiver logo. But this is a super high quality product. It works very well. I've had good luck with it. I've used one for years. So, you know, I keep saying that it's not different, but the unit that they copied isn't the right word. The unit that they private labeled is not a bad unit. So, you know, started off with something good. And actually the Quiver represents a great value right now. You can get one of those for 65 bucks. The MJJC Pro V2 is 80, I want to say. So Josh is selling a different colorway of the MJJC Canon for cheaper than MJJC is selling it. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. I think these products are great. I think this one in particular, the Iron Oxide V3, is pretty outstanding. I'm super impressed with it. You know, Sodero was historically my favorite. I think this could give that a run for its money because it seems every bit as strong. It's got that stickiness to it, which I really appreciate. It doesn't smell good. I want to be very clear about that. It does not smell good, but it doesn't smell quite as bad as Sodero does. Sodero is like rough, especially using it inside your garage. It's like you need fumigation. So pretty good option here. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.